I woke up one night to the sound of a voice in my room. At first, I thought it was coming from the TV downstairs. But when I realized the sound was right next to my bed, my blood ran cold. It started about a week after my aunt gave me the doll. She'd found it at a flea market and thought it was cute, something I could put on my shelf. It wasn't really my thing. I was 16, too old for toys, but I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I set it on my desk. The doll was about a foot tall, with faded clothes and glassy blue eyes that seemed too wide to alert. The strangest part was that its mouth was slightly open, showing a row of tiny teeth. I told myself it was just old and a little creepy. Nothing more. For the first few nights, it just sat there like any other decoration. But then I started noticing small changes. One morning I woke up and it was facing the other direction. Another night, its arms seemed to be bent differently than before. Convinced myself I was imagining it. That I must have bumped the desk or not. Remembered how I'd left it, then came the night. I heard it. I woke up around 2 a.m. to the sound of soft scratching. It was faint, like fingernails dragging across wood. Half asleep, I thought it was a branch outside my window, but when I opened my eyes, I saw the doll on the desk. Its head was tilted, eyes fixed on me. And then I heard it low, distorted. Words, as though someone were whispering through a cheap recorder. Wake up. I froze. My mouth went dry, and I lay there, holding my breath, staring at the doll. I told myself it had to be a toy with a built-in voice box. But when I picked it up earlier that week, I had turned it over in my hands, inspected every seam and button. There was no speaker, no batteries, no switch. I pulled the blanket over my head like a little kid and forced myself to stay still, heart hammering in my chest. The whispering stopped eventually, but I didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next day I tried to tell my mom about it. She brushed it off, said I was overtired, maybe stressed from school. When I told her the doll had spoken, she gave me that look parents give when they think you're being dramatic. It's just a toy, she said. That night I put the doll in my closet, burying it under a pile of clothes. I told myself that if I couldn't see it, it couldn't bother me. But around 3 a.m., I woke again. This time the whispering was clearer. My eyes snapped open, and I swear I heard it right beside my ear. Don't hide. Me. I bolted upright, gasping for air, and looked toward the closet. The door was cracked open. I hadn't left it that way. I didn't sleep at all that night. The following day, I told myself I was done. I grabbed the doll, wrapped it in a plastic bag, and tossed it into the garbage bin outside. Just holding it, I swear I could feel how cold its body was, colder than the morning air. I shoved it deep under the trash, slammed the lid shut, and walked away that night. I finally felt a little relief, like maybe I'd gotten rid of it for good. I lay in bed, drifting toward sleep until I heard it. A faint, muffled whisper. Why do you do that? My stomach dropped. I sat up, heart racing, and there it was. The doll, sitting on my desk again. I couldn't move. My body locked up, every nerve screaming to run, but my legs wouldn't respond. I just sat there, staring at its glassy eyes glinting in the dark. Its mouth slightly wider than before. I don't know how long I sat awake that night, listening to it murmur, in that broken voice. The words didn't always make sense, but every so often it said my name. The next morning, I told my mom I was staying at a friend's house for the weekend. Haven't been back to that room since. But sometimes late at night, when I'm alone, I swear I still hear it. That faint, distorted whisper. Still here.